Hello everyone, welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here. We are going to dive right into your reading. It's going to be a quick one, but an interesting one. My son and his girlfriend are here, and so we're going to have a really nice day. But I did want to jump in here, you guys. The energy, I don't know. I feel this sense of anticipation. Even as I say that, I'm getting butterflies in my stomach. I don't know what's going on, Pisces, but it feels you're on the precipice of something kind of with a lot of momentum and a lot of energy. So let's dive in and just take a quick look, shall we? All right, for Pisces. And I do want to begin by saying happy birthday, everyone. Yes. And I want to thank those of you who watch my videos, who have subscribed, who like, who share, who comment. Thank you very much for all your interaction with the channel. I do sincerely appreciate it. And to those of you who are new to the channel, welcome, welcome. I sincerely hope that you find a message here today that resonates, that brings you some peace and some clarity. And if you do, I hope you'll consider hitting that like button or that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. All right, for Pisces, please, Spirit, please show me, what does Pisces need to know? Guys, I'm getting butterflies even as I am shuffling. Oh my gosh, I feel like I am just, yep, it's go time, Pisces. Oh, this is the time, Pisces. This is the time. Guys, I don't know what, suddenly my desk feels like it's getting smaller and smaller. I don't know why. Okay. Okay. All right, Pisces. Okay. Wow. For some of you, we could be talking about a past situation. This, whatever it is, whether it's past or present, whether it's something that you're in separation, this is a person from your past, or whether this is someone new, or, someone that, you're still figuring things out with. There's a change. And it feels as though, like, for me, it is feeling like I'm getting two different scenarios. One is that, all right. I think the first one is more to do with someone who would be in separation. It feels as though, Pisces, you may have taken your energy back, or you may have pulled back briefly, or someone may have pulled back briefly here. Almost like this isn't serving me anymore, or this doesn't feel like it's in my highest and best anymore. And then it's like, boom, some change happens, okay? Like someone almost even maybe realizes they're running out of time to make something happen here. For others of you, if this is something that it's like, getting off the ground, or it's gotten somewhere, but we're not all the way there, or, someone may have pulled back, or there may be some little hesitation, or something that's, it feels like a hiccup, or, someone may have needed to take some time to think. This could be a masculine energy. Like, I'm getting both masculine and feminine energy here, but as particularly masculines, need energy, need space to sort of fall in love, and or to like sometimes recognize or realize their feelings. It's kind of giving me that, but it's also, this could be an avoidant, you know what I mean, who, like, masculine or feminine, who isn't used to receiving love, or isn't used, or maybe wasn't prepared. Maybe they haven't really experienced this before. Let's clarify. So keep in mind, I'm feeling both of these scenarios. I try to keep the readings kind of clean. So listen to your own intuition, and you know, apply what I'm saying or what you're feeling, what your intuition is feeling to your situation. Unfinished Symphony for Pisces, please, Spirit. Unfinished Symphony for Pisces, please, Spirit. One more. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. This relationship, I feel like was a challenge to, wow, to someone's energy. Like, okay, I know that there are multiple scenarios, but the one that's really grabbing me as probably applicable to the most people is, you know, if you're not used to experiencing love or have like pushing yourself emotionally, like to express yourself, to allow yourself to feel things, um this relationship was challenging to someone in some way. And I feel like they were maybe not quite prepared, or they may have been in a process of sort of, I want to say, evolving or growing or working through whatever this is, but it feels like they hadn't sort of gotten to the peak of where they sort of needed to be. They hadn't really mastered this aspect of themselves. I think that they were maybe working toward it. I'm getting the energy of like, I recognize this, and I see it in myself. I even see the ways in which it's affecting me, but it's kind of like I don't have the capacity to like change it or to do something about it, or I'm working on it. I'm sort of pushing myself, but it's kind of like, you know, in yoga, you push yourself to the edge, and like if you go like a few months, I broke a rib, and then I got COVID. Just as I was really feeling better from my rib, I got COVID, and it was like a real horrific like 8-week period of time in my life, and I could not do yoga the entire time. And like even breath work and breathing and taking deep breaths was really hard, and that's kind of my lifeblood. But when I went back to start doing it, to start practicing breath and to start doing yoga again, my edge was way less deep than I was used to. And so pushing myself was a completely different experience. And I remember thinking, this is probably how it was when I started, but I had nothing to compare it to. Like I had no experience, so I didn't realize like how different it was, or how much I would grow, or how much more I would be capable of it. I was like going into it blind, and then it sort of made me realize like how accomplished I had become. You know, how pushing myself to the edge many times had sort of taken me to this place where, you know, I was proud of my yoga practice and my advancement, my development as a yogini. And it was like I really recognized it. And I'm getting this energy of like somebody who, and so I wanted to get back there again. Like I wanted to get to that space where I was really, you know, deep into my poses, and I was able to hold, you know, balancing poses, and I was able to do a lot of things that when I first started back after all of that, I was weak. I was just a mess. I couldn't do it. And it feels like even though this person, I don't think that they've ever pushed themselves to the edge to get into the deep poses with themselves emotionally. I think that they have done that in other aspects of their life, to where they know that like if I keep practicing this, if I keep pushing myself to the edge, I'm going to get better. I'm going to see improvement. I can kind of overcome this. It's like something made them believe. And I think that it's because they were so tempted by this connection that it sort of pushed them to keep pushing and to try to master this aspect of themselves so that they could actually experience it. But with this drowning path here, there's this energy of it. I think it became too much for them. I think that they pushed themselves and pushed themselves and pushed themselves. And I think that repetition of pushing themselves actually took them to a place where it was just starting to feel overwhelmed and they kind of needed a break. And that happens when you're first starting yoga. It's like you will be so sore physically. And, you know, even if you just absolutely love yoga, you're like, I got to take a break. You know, you have to kind of let your body, you know, come to the place where it feels comfortable again, you know, so that, and when you do that, when you take a few days rest, when you hit it again, it's like, wow, you're able to really make progress, or I usually am. And so there's this energy here of almost like figuring out your own pacing, almost like pushing yourself emotionally. And it's because it's like this particular relationship or their desire, this can even be a little bit of a double energy where it's like, I'm so physically attracted, or I'm so like, I want this for some reason so bad, or I'm, you know, I'm so drawn to this, or I can't stop thinking about this, or I'm like kind of a little bit obsessing over it. And so it's like, I'm really pushing myself. As far as I can go. And it feels like Pisces with the ride or die on the bottom of the deck. It's like they kind of somewhere knew that like if they could get there, this was a situation that could have a super long-term situation. So again, for some of you, this is someone you're in separation from. And for others of you, this is someone that they're still working through this. They're still trying, and they may have pulled back and needed some space or needed some time to kind of rest, recuperate, and think about things. But I don't feel like complete disengagement here. All right. So Spirit, what is this change in the wind? What is this change in the wind? Pisces, I feel like this person historically has dealt with people who have chased them, or where it is more of a game, or you know what it's really giving me specifically, and this isn't for everyone, but it will be for some people. Someone who generally chooses people who need them, or who they in some way in their head feel stronger than, or, you know, I don't want to say better than, but it is sort of better than. It's kind of like, you know, this person is lucky to have me. Like, they're not stretching themselves. They're not putting themselves out there on a limb going, wow, I'm really lucky to have this person in my life. They're kind of usually like, oh, I know this person needs me for this reason, or, you know, I'm more attractive than this person, so they're not going to find someone more attractive than me, or, you know what I mean? It's like those games that we play with ourselves in our head to sort of make ourselves feel safe in situations that generally make us feel uncomfortable. It's kind of like this person likes to be in the driver's seat, and I think they may also pick people that don't stretch them emotionally, where it's kind of like they may even know that like, I could have a fun time with this person, or I could get along with this person, or I'm decently physically attracted to this person enough, but I'm not gonna go falling in love, or I'm not gonna go having feelings that take me out of control. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lose myself in this person. And I think with you, there was something that was really drawing them to you in such a major way that there, I'm sorry, you guys, the squirrel is right outside my office window, and my Bhakti boy is literally losing his mind about it. Bhakti Francis, come here. Baba. It's just a little squirrel. But I feel like it's almost like one of these things where it's like they close their eyes, and when they open them, they realize that it's too late. They've already lost themselves in you. They have already, it's like they're drowning in, Bhakti, come here, baby, in their feelings. They're drowning in the possibilities. I feel like they're fantasizing and then trying to push it out of their mind. I feel like they're almost like feeling themselves kind of planning or looking toward the future, something that maybe they don't generally allow themselves to do because it's overwhelming to them, or they get disappointed, or they don't date people that they really see long-term futures with. You know, they date people based on the fact that it's like, well, they won't leave me because they can't do better than me kind of energy. But I feel like Pisces, you are a puzzle to them. You are an enigma. This is total high priestess energy right here, where it's like you're not really letting them in a big way as to how you're feeling or what you're thinking or what your ideas are or what your plans are here. I feel like you may you know, express yourself a little bit or something, but you don't behave like these other people that they have been with behave. Because you have boundaries, you have standards, you know your worth, you know your value, and you swim in a deep, deep level. And, you know, sometimes people with Pisces will say they're kind of mysterious, or they march to the beat of their own drummer, or I'm not quite sure I ever really completely understood them, but I liked it, you know. A lot of people do like the idea that I'm never going to get bored, or like there's always going to be some other level, or I'm never really going to be able to put my finger on what you're thinking, you know what I mean? And I feel like you didn't chase. I feel like you're not really engaging in the same kind of games. Like maybe they usually say or do something and they get a certain reaction, and they're used to that, and they've done those things. They've kind of put those antics out there, and they haven't gotten those reactions from you. And so I think it sort of leaves them in this space too of like, I don't completely get it. I feel like this person has pulled back, and I think they're really contemplating. I mean, contemplation is a deep word. It's not like, oh, I'm just thinking about it, or, you know, I'm just trying to figure things out. It's like, no, I am immersing myself. I'm allowing myself to kind of be in this energy and to kind of feel my way through this. Like, I'm getting like on a multi-dimensional thing, you know. It's not like I'm just thinking about, is this practical? And I'm not just being like, man, I have feelings. But it's like I'm even, Bhakti, come on, Baba. But I'm also contemplating even the spiritual side of it. And I'm, you know, it's like this energy is giving me a little bit the 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands kind of energy, where it's like I'm looking into my future and I'm asking myself, hey, dude, what do you want? Is this one of those moments where you're going to be kicking yourself for not acting for the rest of your life? Or are you going to risk it and go for it and open up and be vulnerable and push yourself, you know, continue to push yourself to the edge and really put yourself out there and really allow yourself to feel discomfort? And it feels to me, because there's a change in the wind here. Of course, that change in the wind could be that this person is like, it's too much for me, I can't do it. But what I'm really feeling here is that this person is kind of leaning toward, I have to know. You know, I need to try this. I need to figure this out. I need to know. And for some of you, this may have not taken that long, but for others of you, it could have taken quite a while. What is TikTok? TikTok for Pisces. What is TikTok? TikTok is being clarified by missing you silently, getting in the way, codependent patterns, and cozy heart on the bottom of the deck. I feel like this person is missing you. I feel like there is a way that they feel in your presence that I don't think that they've ever felt before, but certainly it's not something that, you know, that they feel with anyone else right now besides you. And it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I don't know that I'll ever feel. It's interesting because it's like I feel so much that I'm overwhelmed, but I also feel a sense of safety. I feel a sense of home. I feel a sense of being cared for. You know what this is? You know what this is giving me? It's something almost too in the way that you communicate, where you almost are like acknowledging their feelings, or it is like the way you're talking to them is letting them know that you're considering their feelings before you're talking or you're deciding what to say. It's like you it is this feeling of like putting my heart in your hands and you putting on kid gloves and treating it with a type of reverence and respect and care and nurturing and love that, you know, I have not ever experienced. And I like it, you know. And of course, but it's also like there is this energy that is coming along with it that's like, I don't know if I can reciprocate it. Like, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how you do that. I don't understand it. Especially because with this codependent patterns here, and especially with this like kind of devil energy here, you know, this person may have basically like toxic relationship patterns where the only thing that they've ever kind of seen, how do I want to say it? Seen or experienced. You know, I'm just kind of feeling like this is a repeating pattern of like, you know, this is sort of, you know, if you've never seen people in a healthy, loving relationship before, and your idea of love or, you know, a relationship is more of codependency, or like I need you and you need me and I need you to be happy, and I need you to be happy, but I also need you in order for myself to be happy. Do you see what I'm saying? Then you and those are the type of relationships you've experienced. Then being in a healthy relationship with boundaries is going to feel really unsafe and uncertain, because you never, that person with the healthy boundaries never latches onto you in that way of like, I need you. They don't need you. They maintain a certain level of detachment of, you know, I am a sovereign being, you are a sovereign being, and together we have created this space of this relationship where we both can grow and evolve and love and be loved. You see what I'm saying? And so there isn't this codependency. There's not this, you know, I'm holding on to you and hanging on to you for dear life. And so when that is how it has felt to be in a relationship, and then suddenly you're with someone who can swim on their own, who isn't holding onto your legs for you to get them to the shore, you're like, this is so weird. Like, this doesn't feel right. Like, are you back there? Are you still coming? And they look over their shoulder and the person's there coming behind them and they're still hanging in there and they're still doing it. But they're like, this just doesn't feel right. And it's like, but you're still there, you know, because our brain has chemicals that it releases, especially in toxic or traumatic situations. And so when your brain is, so we start associating that with being in a relationship or being in love. And, you know, codependency really is not love. But, you know, it's attachment. And so when you're in a healthy relationship, you're not releasing those chemicals, and there's something in you going, something's wrong here, something's wrong here, something's wrong here. Until your brain gets deprogrammed and desensitized to those chemicals and it becomes healthy and it can go, oh, something's right here. But it takes a while and you got to work through it, and you got to you got to work through it. You know what I mean? I see this kind of energy here of like pushing it to the edge, which is work, right? But, you know, it requires consistency and dedication and, yeah. So, but I feel like there keeps being this energy of incentive, you know, of like, but I never feel so cared for, you know, except for when I'm with Pisces. So, you know, someone may not be letting you know that like they miss you. They may not be saying like, oh, you're always on my mind. They may not be calling you or texting you or reaching out to you all the time, but it's there, Pisces. It is there. You may feel them thinking about you. You may feel them, even getting anxious or nervous, because this is all attached to this TikTok energy, which is giving me this energy of like, I know that I have to make up my mind. I know that I can't just keep the status quo, and that is gonna, like, whether you're in separation from this person or whether this person has just been moving really slowly or something hasn't progressed into a more serious, deeper level, it's like this person, regardless, knows that they're sort of on borrowed time. They know that there is a limit to how long they can sort of give themselves to figure this out or to make this decision or to make this choice. Because it's almost as if it's like they almost may even feel in your energy, or they may even know that like you're getting awfully close to like moving on. Let me get some tarot for the best possible outcome at this time. This is a general reading, and this is at this time, and things do perpetually change. So just keep that in mind, guys. But let's just get it and look at it. What is the best possible outcome for Pisces in this time? Wow. Getting so many repeat cards. And it's funny, when I picked up the deck to shuffle, it was the Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck, and that is someone, you know, making a choice. That is someone choosing the adventure. Pisces, either way, you're the darn Empress. Either way, you can sit in your space and you can know whether this person chooses you or not. It is not a reflection of whether you're worthy or not. You are worthy. You are everything anyone could hope for. And if it's the right person at the right time who is emotionally capable, they're going to show up. They're going to meet you there. And if they're not, they're not. And so do you really want to, you're an Empress. Do you want to spend your time, you know, wow. Do you want to spend your time? What repeat energies, my God. Do you want to spend your time on somebody who can't show up for you the way you deserve to be shown up for, you know? But I can tell you this is not a reflection of you or the value of what you're offering this person. Even this person knows that. Look at that Six of Cups, Queen of Cups. That's this cozy heart feeling. It's like no one has cared for or considered their feelings or their heart in the same way that you do, and you are, and it is your innate God-given like soul that like literally handles this person's heart with kid gloves. I keep hearing like with kid gloves, and doesn't it look like this Queen of Cups has one hand exposed and one hand with a glove on it? Can you guys see that? Does it look like that to you? I have literally never noticed that, and that is just tripping me out. Like, tripping me out. I was hearing it before this Queen of Cups came out, too. All right, what is the Devil for Pisces, please? What is the Devil for Pisces? Can I get one more for the Devil for Pisces, please? One more for the Devil for Pisces. Okay. Oh, whoa. Oh my gosh. So you're getting the Ten of Pentacles, the Star, and the Three of Cups in reverse, clarifying this Devil. So, right, you've got the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck and the Five of Swords here with the Devil. This is this person's mind, their way of thinking, their thoughts that are keeping them stuck. With there being a Ten of Swords here, it is it's the completion of a cycle. It's not a sustainable energy. And there's something about the combination of the Five of Swords with the Ten of Swords of it's like this person's normal thought process or thought pattern is derogatory to themselves. It's draining. It's it's um it's painful. It's hurting them. And with the Five, it's like it cannot last. It's got to change. This person, the Five of Swords here is giving me this energy of almost like competition, in the sense that it's like their way of thinking is sort of, if we're having a conversation, it's like either I win or you win. And I don't want to not win. And I think it's representational of this energy that I was picking up on earlier, where this person picks people who they feel that person can't do better than them. And it goes to this mentality of, either I'm better or you're better. Which love does not speak that language. Love is not a competition in any way. Love is, I'm happy for you. Love is, I support you. Love is not, it's either you or me, and it's not going to be me. And so there's this energy of, this is what they have been stuck on. This is a big one. This is a big one of what they've been stuck on. And I think the problem here almost is with the Star and the Ten of Pentacles, there's an energy of, you might be better than me. You're my wish fulfillment. You're everything I have ever wanted. You're pretty much perfect. You're not like just everybody else. You're not like the people I meet at the bar. You're not like, the people that I have chosen where it's like, I can have a good enough time with you. You know what I mean? And it could be fine. You're not that. And so it's triggering this person's need to find a way in their head to, it's almost like instead of looking for all the reasons they love you or they are lucky to have you, they're so overwhelmed by like how much they like you or how much they want you or how good you are, and how almost like hopeful you make them feel about life and the world. And it feels like an innate energy that's like coming forth from you, or it's something that you elicit in them that no one else elicits in them. It's almost this feeling of being healed. It's this Queen of Cups, Six of Cups energy, you guys. It's like the care in which you treat this person. And so it makes them feel like there is no way. I've searched and I've looked and I've tried, and there's no way that I feel kind of like I'm better than you, or, I have something on you that could make me feel secure in this way. And so it's abandon this way of thinking, which they need to, because love, like I said, does not operate like that. It doesn't sound like that. It doesn't feel like that. It doesn't work like that. It's abandon this with the Eight of Pentacles, overcome it, put the work in, to rise to meet the occasion and to make yourself feel equal to or worthy of, even though they are worthy, it's like they don't know that. They don't trust that. They don't believe in that. That's not their natural state of being. And so it's like work to get there, or these thoughts will eventually defeat you. You're gonna go through another cycle of this. They will, not you. But I feel with these two tens, it's like, no, they're closing this cycle out. They have to. It's not sustainable. It's too heavy and it's too hard. And I do feel like this person had some insight when they met you as to what their issue was, or like they sort of recognized this, or maybe they had a breakup where it's like it became really obvious, or there was a light shown on this for this person, and they may have even admitted it or acknowledged it to you, like, I'm like this, or I've realized this about myself, or I'm working on this. To where with this Eight of Pentacles, this is very much the consistency of leaning into the edge and practicing emotional vulnerability and practicing a different way of thinking, or a different, we can control our thoughts, and these are minor arcana. The Devil's a major arcana, but it is being clarified by the Star card, so it does make me feel like this is something that can be healed. And this is, and there is this innate energy from you, Pisces, that makes this person believe that it actually is possible. I think that they didn't believe this with other people, but I think there's something about you that makes them feel like it is possible, and it may even be your own belief in them, and or the way that you treat them that makes them feel healed, or that makes them feel like they are even in the act of healing, or that they could get there someday. You know what I'm saying? So, and also, you guys, I keep seeing this getting in the way card, and I hate to jump around in your reading, but back here with the TikTok, some of you, there could be a third party, and it is like this person knows that either the time is running out with this third party, or like it has a shelf life or an expiration date, or they know that the third party, it is not for them, and they have to kick it to they have to kick it into high gear. I just don't know any other way to say it, to like make radical changes in their life. It's not even like I all I have to do is make a move toward Pisces for this particular group. Like, I don't think this is everyone. But it's like I have to end this, I have to fix this, and then I can move on. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like it's I've got to clear the path before I can walk the path. And for some of you, I think they can walk the path. There may be other things that are getting in the way, like distance, job restrictions, work, time, finances, money, kids, whatever it is. But for some of you, it does feel like there could be a third party, especially with the Three of Cups in reverse. So anyway, just wanted to touch on that. But back to this best possible outcome is that this person does believe. They believe this is fated. They believe this is destined. And they believe that in this particular relationship with you, Pisces, there is the possibility that exists that they could heal. And that their hope and their optimism is strong enough to overcome something that has kept them stuck and bound to lower vibrational energy for the duration of, I feel like, their dating life, or maybe their whole life. I'm not sure. But with the Queen of Cups and the Six of Cups, this is someone that can't stop thinking about you. They can't stop thinking about how you make them feel. They can't stop thinking about, it's almost like there's an innocence or a purity here with the Six of Cups and the Queen of Cups. There might even be some almost like childlike quality to you. It's not like they think you're naive, or that they think that you're foolish, but there's something in you that is so inherently good, it feels like it hasn't been touched or effed up by the world at this point. And I literally heard effed up, but like the actual words, but I'm not going to say them. And so there's this, when they're with you, they can sort of tap into that. You may even help them to tap into their sort of like inner child energy, and it makes them feel at peace. It's almost like, when your inner child gets what your inner child needs, your whole being feels much, much more at peace. And it may be this aspect that is very healing to them. I mean, I don't think that's the only thing. I do get this sensation that it is in some way the way that you care for their heart and consider their feelings, especially in speech. It's like, I don't even think even their own parents were so tender or understanding or nurturing with them with their words. You know what I mean? Even if they had good parents, it's just a different style. They may not have been a water sign, or if they were a water sign, or it could even be that, like if they had a dad that abandoned them, and and then they had a mom who was really loving and really nurturing, they may have even sort of push that aside as like, oh, well, they're only saying that because they're my mom, because they didn't have anything to anchor that energy with. It was just like, oh, my mom's just always trying to make up for the fact that my dad's not here. Or, it's like something easily dismissed. But with you, they think so highly of you, and they see so much potential with you, and they just sort of automatically feel that potential with you, that they believe it, they trust it, they see that you see something in them that they're like, how the hell do you see that in me? You know what I mean? So then we have this Page of Cups, which is the best possible outcome here, is that I feel they may actually share something with you. So I'm going to clarify the Page of Cups here. What is the Page of Cups for Pisces? The Page of Cups for Pisces. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Well, it doesn't get much better than this. You have the Four of Wands, Temperance, and the Empress, and then the Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I don't think it can get much better than this. So the Page of Cups is like, I'm finally going to tell you how I feel, how I really feel, what is really in my heart, or I'm going to come to you. I might not be able to say, this is how I feel, or I might not be able to really artfully or articulating, or like with great articulation, speak from my heart or tell you how I feel. But I'm going to do my darn best. And I may not have a lot of practice at it, but it's going to be real. It's going to be genuine. It's going to be the truth. And what I see that they want to say, or that they hope to say with the Three of Pentacles, is an energy of like, I want to share a vision with you. I want to share a plan with you, and I want to collaborate. I want to put the work in. I want to build something serious here. I see the potential. With the Four of Wands, Temperance, and the Empress, I mean, this person is like, you are everything to me. You represent, like, I have so much admiration and respect for you, because I feel like you are able to manifest abundance in your life. And I feel like you're sitting in a secure energy where you're not wondering who you are and playing all these mental games, and you're secure and you're stable, and you don't waste your time and your energy like that. You come to the table calm and nurturing and ready to create and give birth to, beautiful, important things, where I come to the table sort of spinning my wheels, and most people do, but it's like, Pisces, you're just in this energy where you're comfortable in your own skin, and you're ready to actually have something strong and healthy and full and abundant. And, I see your ability to do that. And with the Temperance here, it's like, I'm a work in progress. I'm still healing. I'm still finding my balance. I'm still finding my footing. I'm still figuring out how to kind of navigate having these emotions and staying grounded and staying centered and staying in an energy of being okay with it and being able to express it. And it may take me some time, and please be patient with me, but like, I see this going the long term. I feel that you may be my long-term partner. I feel like what we are building here, what we are creating here is just the foundation of what is to come, or what is possible. And if we do it right, it will last. It will work. And, you know, I just keep getting this feeling of like, I can't believe you would actually want to do this with me kind of energy. So, you know, take it as it resonates. But with the Empress coming out twice, there's no question, Pisces, about how they feel about you or how they see you. All right, let me get you some message cards, and I will leave you here with this really beautiful energy. Guys, I like literally, I wasn't going to even do a reading. I was just going to do shorts, you know, to put out there. But like, I kept getting butterflies in my stomach and feeling this sense of anticipation. I was like, all right, let's just do it. So here we are. If you are dealing with a water sign, and I'm glad I did, because gosh, this energy is really hopeful and beautiful. And there's a lot of healing in it with Temperance and the Star card. If you're dealing with a water sign, excited, see, oh my God, what confirmation. I literally was just telling you how I was feeling butterflies in my stomach and this sense of anticipation. I can't stop thinking of you. Six of Cups. Oh my gosh, your words speak to me like no others can. You are the only one who truly gets me. Oh my gosh, you guys. Seriously, what is this? Fire sign. If you're dealing with a fire sign, be patient with me, please. Yeah, the Temperance right here, I don't know if I said that, but I definitely feel that. Like, I'm a work in progress. I'm still figuring this out. I'm still finding my footing, so please be patient with me. Doubting. Sometimes this person does with the 10 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. That's a lot to overcome. I just need some more time. I don't want to let you down. This person doesn't want to come in and say, yes, I can do this, or I'm going to try, until they feel ready, until they feel like, yes, I can rise to meet this occasion. All right. If you're dealing with an earth sign, you're getting, I am trying to figure things out. You guys, it is so hard for me to read without my glasses on. Cold, indecisive, hopeful. Yeah, this person's trying to figure things out, and they're going between trying to detach and being like, I don't know. I don't know what I want. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can make this work, to like, I think I can do it. I want to do it. I want to try. So there's this real push-pull conflict kind of energy within them. But it's like they want it. They want to do it, but they have to kind of find that footing of, I believe in myself. I feel like I'm actually in an energy where I can do this. All right. If you're dealing with an air sign, you're getting guilt, guarded. You changed my whole direction, and I want a future with you. Ooh, guys, you know, need I say more? What a reading, what energy. I'm very hopeful and very optimistic about just a lot of things after this reading. It just really, it's like, okay. Wow. And it does feel like there is an energy of divine timing, or someone feeling like they're running out of timing. And I feel like, yeah, with the new moon reading, didn't we get the new moon in Aries? And I said this month is going to be significant. I do feel between the new moon in Pisces and the new moon in Aries, there is a shift happening. And I mean, we're on the precipice of it. I could feel we weren't quite there, but I could feel the anticipation of it before I got here. So if that helps. This is what I have for you guys. My baby's here, so I'm gonna go play and have fun. And I hope you guys are gonna play and have fun. All right, I'm sending you off with all my very best. Always, always, always. Until next time, bye-bye.